Hello, Ron. Thanks for joining our webinar today on Irish investor visas and access to the EU and the UK. So we will be covering quite interesting topic. And as you may know, Ireland has its own um, number of attractive benefits that Irish passport offers or Irish citizenship offers. So we'll cover all those benefits during today's webinar. Thanks for joining. First of all, just would like to say big thank you for your interest in this topic on Irish investor visas. My name is Muzaffar. I'm a senior business consultant at Canfield's Law in our law firm, and will be more than happy to fully brief and answer to your questions during today. So let's keep this webinar as much interactive as possible. So I would appreciate your comments, your questions. Feel free to post any questions you may have during today's webinar. I'll start with my quick, let's start with quick sort of introductory questions, or sort of just to understand which country you are joining us from, or the audience is joining from today. Please do let us know if you can reply here on this chat which country you're joining from. Fantastic. Abdul is joining from India. Ramesh, great. How's the weather in Malaysia? Ahmed, Egypt must be quite sunny and hot. Feraz, Turkey, fantastic. Turkey, great. Abdul from Turkey. We have Osei from South Africa, fantastic. Yeah, we have lots of clients from Turkey, from South Africa, Nigeria, Sunday, great. Ramesh, very hot, okay. Melvin from London, great. Mohammed from UAE, and Akram from Saudi Arabia, and Mona from UAE, fantastic. Yes, great. Thank you very much. Sri Lanka, right. I like the fact that we have quite sort of, very sort of diverse countries, so like kind of, people joining from different countries, which is great. And we have Vine from Vine. I'm from Australia, but on behalf of our clients from Turkey, Afghanistan, and Iran. Great, thank you. Thank you very much. GADHM. Sorry if I pronounce your name slightly wrong. So Dean Raj from Sri Lanka. Fantastic. Thank you very much. So as I said, my name is Muzaffar. I'm a senior business consultant at Canfield's Law, and I have a project financing background. So just to let you know, I have a finance background, project finance. I used to be investment banking and in project financing. When I come to UK in 2008, by the way, I'm originally from Central Asia myself. I came to UK in 2008 and completed my master's from City University, and then I joined working in venture capital fields, supporting UK startup companies with fundraising, mentorship support, and then we transited to the business immigration because there were startup companies were raising funds, and we perhaps there used to be entrepreneur visas where entrepreneurs could invest into the UK startups and get entrepreneur visa that leads to citizenship. So that's how we transit to business immigration. And for the last 10 years, I have been working with our clients, helping them with their relocation plans, business relocation, careers as well, because once you become our client, we do provide that support. And our support is a long-term support until or beyond, until you get your settlement, until you get your citizenship, whether it's UK, Ireland. That's the value you also receive. So I've been that's for the last 10 years. We've been in. I have that business immigration experience, helping our clients with their business immigration or residency V investment solution. So Harvey, who I believe, I hope he will join. He is. Hope he joins as a speaker today. And just kind of brief introduction to Harvey. Harvey is a lawyer with more than 30 years of experience. You may have seen him. He joins as a speaker quite often. So And Harvey has more than 30 years of experience as a lawyer, solicitor in the UK, and he is an entrepreneur. He has a number of successful businesses in the UK. He's a serial entrepreneur, and that's what I believe is unique about Harvey, having that business experience and being a solicitor is, in my opinion, is a very unique combination. Not every lawyer lawyers are like, no, not every lawyer is a business person, but Harvey has that qualities, and he's very well connected in the UK and in Ireland. And we're based in London, by the way. Our law firm, Canfield's Law, is based in London. But today topic will be on the Irish visa. So Harvey, as I said, Harvey has a considerable experience in also raising funds for startups, and he's a member of the angel community. So he's very well connected in the venture capital field. Once you become our client, if you need to raise funds for your startup, let us know. We'll be happy to assist. About Canfield's Law, our law firm, we're based in London. As I said, we are expanding internationally. Immigration is one of the key strong area where Canfield's is specialized, but also is not limited. We have other, we have corporate lawyers. And I think that's another thing that I want to mention, that having that strong experience in corporate is another value. Once you become our client, we do help you to establish business. Let's say, how many business people here and today in our audience, please do reply me if you are a business person in this chat, because, once you get a visa, the value also you get is that we help with the business establishment, advise on the structure of your business, and give you that support with your business, because it's a new country, new regulations, new environment. So of course, I think the value our clients receive is that we are strong in business and we have excellent corporate lawyers who can assist with your business ventures in Ireland or UK. Canfield's Law has a Lexcel accreditation and a member of Law Society. Lexcel accreditation is given to selected law firms in the UK. So we are very proud of having that Lexcel as well. So, and today's webinar is 45 minutes to 1 hour Q&A. We'll have a Q&A session. Please feel free to post any questions you may have. Natisha, hello from South Africa. Great, Natisha, thanks for joining. Abu Seda from Nigeria, great. And Walid, Cairo, currently based in Cairo, great. I have founded 2 startups in London. Walid, fantastic. Let's talk. Book a call, book a diagnostic session. By the way, you will have a chance to book a session if you would like to talk to our expert advisors, because webinars are limited with the time. But if you want to have a detailed discussion about your case, you have that opportunity to book a diagnostic session today, and we will also share the link today. So the agenda for today is the overview of the Ireland Employer Permit Visa Plan, eligibility advice, we'll do the comparison between the UK skilled worker visa, by the way, and UK skilled worker visa has also been attractive. We've been successful, and guidance on cost, no win, no fee. That's, in my opinion, is a fantastic offer, no win, no fee, which means that I don't think I haven't seen any other lawyers that offer no win, no fee, by the way, whether for UK or Irish visas. And what it means that if we fail to get your visa, your family visa, the way that no win, no fees, the opportunity to no win, no fee, like we will refund your initial fee. So there is, of course, our clients pay initial fee, but that's initial fees secured against no win, no fee. So if you fail to get a visa, it's 100% refundable. Fully refundable deposit, and it's our confidence as well. If we accept you as a client, we will deliver. Yeah, we will deliver. So if you pass the eligibility test, we will deliver your case, and we don't have any failed cases. We've been successful. We don't have any failed cases on skilled worker visas and Irish visas. So happy to assist, and that's our confidence. No win, no fees. Our confidence. Irish citizenship by investment. That's the main topic for today. First of all, why Ireland? Yeah. So if you join this webinar, there are reasons why or there are maybe your own reasons why you prefer Ireland or Ireland as your relocation destination. It could be career reasons, business reasons, family reasons, political, economical reasons as well. So, Ireland is a safe haven, yeah, and it offers the great opportunities for business, career, and future family. That also comes with opportunity to get a citizenship. And one of the greatest or strongest part of Irish passport is that once you get the citizenship, the great thing about you, once you become European citizen. Number one, you get European citizenship. That opens up the door for Europe in terms of access to all the benefits of European citizenship for your for example, for your Children's Act. Sorry, just a second. Let me just remove the noise. Says children's access to schools. Schools, in Ireland are free. State schools are free. Healthcare and the benefits of working in Europe. It comes with the right to work visa, like work opportunity. I would say for you, for your family, for your spouse, in terms of work and do business. Plus, one of the greatest benefits is that in the Irish passport, once you become citizen, it also opens up the door to the UK. When I say to the UK, is literally which means that you can get as benefits as a British citizen. Of course, not voting benefits, but as other benefits, like for example, your family can relocate to the UK, you can live in the UK, you can do business in the UK, you can. Your children will have access to study, like in the UK in state schools. That it will be free, because UK and Ireland, they have this free movement treaty signed between these territories, which allows British citizens freely move to Ireland and get all the benefits as Irish citizen, and the same for Irish citizen. They can freely move to the UK and get all the benefits as British. So those are great benefit in my opinion. It's one of the strongest passports in the world. We can assist with. And other reasons you can see here: overseas business entrepreneurs from abroad find welcome in Ireland. Corporation tax is much more favorable. It's one of the lowest corporation tax across Europe, and that's why most of the many technology companies like Google, Microsoft, Amazon, they all headquartered. If you notice, they headquartered in Ireland, in Dublin. Because the corporation, the tax, there are a number of tax benefits for technology companies, and corporation tax is lower than in Europe. Okay, so and also common language, English. By the way, you don't have to submit English proficiency for this visa. We're going to talk today. That's another benefit. So you don't have, and English is widely spoken. And in Ireland, that's another benefit. So what we have and what visa that we can help with if you decide to go for Ireland, it's called critical skills worker visa. In other words, we call it worker freedom plan, which means that there are requirements that you need to work for 2 years and employed by the Irish employer for 2 years. And after 2 years, we can extend your visa for 3 years. And that's where we call it worker freedom plan. You work for 2 years and then you we extend your visa for 3 years. And after 5 years, you can apply for the Irish citizenship. Of course, there is a minimum stay requirement. So we call it recordable residency in Ireland. So if you meet that minimum stay requirement, fantastic. Then there's an opportunity for you to get Irish passport in 5 years. But of course, some of you may say, well, actually, I can't stay in Ireland. And if there is a situation, again, during diagnostic session, we will talk about opportunities. So if you can't stay, there's no recordable residence in Ireland, but you couldn't stay couldn't meet the minimum stay, then you still have an opportunity to apply for the Irish citizenship after 8 years. So, but 5 years if you meet that minimum stay, just to let you know. So it's a fully managed route to obtaining the freedom to live, work and study anywhere in the EU or in the UK for your entire family. So settlement in 2 years, become an EU citizen in 5 years. That's really, I would say, one of the attractive parts, and it's a fast in terms of processing, and it's visa-free travel within Schengen zone, and dependent children. By the way, you can bring your family. Your spouse can work full time. By the way, we can get the right work visa for your spouse, and also you can bring children below 23 years old. That's another benefit. In the UK, there is a limit up to 18. But in Ireland, up to 23 years old. How do you like it so far, by the way? Please do reply yes if you liked it. Let's keep this webinar as much interactive as possible. Prashant, awesome, fantastic. Faraz, hands up. Great, thumbs up, sorry. Very informative. Great. In terms of the yeah, well, we'll have a chance to answer to your questions. I think Al Sabah said, I'm a banking professional. What is the minimum amount for Ireland Investor Program? Well, Al Sabah, good question. I believe this critical skill worker visa that I'm going to present, we're presenting today, will be perfect match. I'll talk to, and then if, through the eligibility criteria, requirements, and the good thing about this critical skill is employment visa. One of our strengths are we have a good connections in Ireland with employers, so who the employers with employer permit, and that's a strength. So what we can match your profile. We need to see your CV, match your CV, match your profile to the employer companies' vacancies available. Again, so I'll talk through in a minute. So, but Al Sabah, if you are in banking, we have companies in banking field or in finance field, not necessarily banking, but that matches your banking experience, just to let you know. So I'll brief that in a minute. So entire family is eligible, as I said. It's attractive. We talked about the corporation tax, education, access to top rated universities. In Ireland, you have fantastic universities with low tuition fees, as well as to UK universities. By the way, it gives you that access to the UK, as I said, in future for your kids. And you get European citizenship. Dual citizenship is allowed in Ireland. So, and of course, one of the challenge on the employer, like employer permit, you need to get the employer from Ireland, just to let you know. So you need to apply for jobs, which means that you need to apply for jobs. There could be interview process, but we understand the challenge, because if you are outside the islands, if you're not in Ireland, if you're outside Ireland, or for example, applying for jobs from outside the island, then of course the challenge could be how to, and you need to submit the application. The interview process could be quite challenging. There are a number of roadblocks you can face during the whole process of applying from abroad, and we understand that challenge, and that's what we also help you with, to solve that problem of finding the employer. And the way because we have connections with Irish employer companies. In the UK, we have more than 30 employer companies with sponsorship licenses. In Ireland, we have also quite a good number of employer companies we can match to your profile. So the way the Irish government allows you to purchase shares, you can actually purchase shares of the employer company, like you're purchasing shares of Amazon, let's say Google, and then also join as an employee. So, and then critical skills worker visa has a number of requirements. You need to receive, there is eligibility listed, but there is also non-eligibility list. And if you are not on non-eligibility list, then you need to be received a salary of 64,000 euros, not less than that per year. So, and the way the Weekend Assistant, the program is structured, is that you can purchase shares of the employer companies in Ireland that we can match your profile to. And you can come under the share purchase program. And we have two programs in Ireland. One is called 125,000 euro, which is a 1-year contract with a suitable company that we can match to your profile. And it comes with a return of, you receive a salary of 64,000 euros. That's perhaps your return. But I think the return will be in a more, like a bigger picture here. The return not in the form of salary, because yes, you receive a salary, you get a contract. But I think the return is in the opportunity for your family to be in Ireland. Opportunity, like it's opened up the door to Ireland, and your spouse can work full time. There's an income stream to your family from your spouse being able to work. You can also do a part-time job because you will be working full-time in the company, but you can still do a part-time, and you can do a business. There's no restrictions in terms of doing business for your spouse or for yourself. So opportunities out there, opportunities for your family as well, for your children. Kids, state schools will be free in Ireland. You save money, and also the opportunity for your healthcare, access to healthcare as well. And I think the biggest return on your investment is not in the form again in the form of salary, but in my opinion, the biggest return is after 2 years you get a settlement visa. It's your permanent residency visa. In 5 years, if you stay in Ireland, if you meet the minimum stay requirement, then you can get the Irish citizenship. And that's the biggest opportunity, in my opinion. That's the biggest return on any investment you are making. So the 1-year contract, which is an all-inclusive program, like 1 year, 125,000 euro plus. So you purchase shares. So basically, you get 5 benefits. During the diagnostic sessions, we can go into much detail, but let me brief about the benefits. So you get a contract, you can match your profile, secure that. We can solve the problem of finding the employer, but if there is available vacancy, the employment is genuine. Your your employment has to be also genuine, so that's genuine position. So it's a very important match your profile and see what vacancies are available. Second, you get a visa, critical skill worker visa for whole family. The third, you get the shares because you will be investing. In return, you also get shares, and all inclusive. Our program also includes our legal fees. So it's all inclusive program, and but you will have a choice to go for 2 years because that 2 years 2-year program will complete your journey. Because under these critical skills, you would need to complete 2 years before you switch your visa to 3 years. And as I said, all our legal fees inclusive. So your question could be, what happens after 1 year? Let's say you come under 1 year, and how you need to stay 2 years and be employed for 2 years. How can you extend your contract after 1 year? By the way, let me clarify. There will be a number of options. 1 year is quite flexible because basically what you're coming under 1 year, after 1 year, then you have 3 options, and we can talk about during diagnostic session once you book it. The first opportunity is the career progression. So let's say during 12 months, you found another job. Let's say it's a bigger company, better salary, better career opportunity. You have that option to switch from one employer to another. So it's your choice. So of course, then that will be natural progression of your career. And that's, for example, I think one of the comments was, I'm a banker. Let's say you are a banker, you come on 1 year, we secure that job, you come with your family, and you have that 12 months. And what you can do, you can still, no one restricts, or the employer will not restrict you to apply for another job. And if you secure the job from the banks or from, let's say it's a bigger company, better salary, better than 64,000 euros, for example, then you can change. You can change the employer. That's number one. So that's one way. The second way of extending your contract, I call it performance-based. So of course you have certain skill set, you have strengths, you have skill set that you can interpersonal skills that you can transfer to the new employer. And if you contribute, if you add value, if you generate profit or income to that employer during that 1 year, they will assess you. They will say, okay, you become an asset to our company. We will extend your contract for another year. You've been generating income to our company. and that's the natural progression of your contract. This is the best way to extend, because you can receive bonuses, commissions on top of your salary, plus your extensions will be done by the employer, and the salary will be paid by the employer. And no investment is required for the second year in this scenario. Of course, there are other options of you to extend as well. There is a business option, self-sponsorship, and there's the share purchase. So diagnostic session will cover that. So I encourage you to book a diagnostic session if you feel that you are eligible. If you feel that this is something that you fit the eligibility criteria. Of course, it's not for everyone. You need to have the right budget. There is a you need to estimate the cost, etc. But the diagnostic session will cover all that in detail, and we'll talk about the companies, potential vacancies, potential contracts, and during diagnostic session. By the way, deposit normally our legal fees include the plan, and then it's 10,000 euros. It goes about for 5,000 for webinar, and this we do have a special offer. So you can, once you decide to go ahead, once you receive a client care letter, our clients pay 10,000 euros. The balance of our legal fee they pay on the success. It's our legal fees, by the way, 25. So the balance 15 they pay on the success once we get the visa, and then the investment is also completed. So you don't have to invest anything before you get a visa. That's another plus point, and you get no win, no fee for that initial deposit. So. So just to clarify, or summarize the benefit of 125,000 euro plan, it includes our legal fee. You get a contract. You also get a salary of 64,000 euros. You have opportunity to seek alternative employment, can switch to a different visa, possibilities for performance bonus, which I mentioned, and we have connections. We have wide connections, and you get no win, no fee as well. Right, so Prashant, is this only for investors or also for professionals? Good question, Prashant. So this is really for business people. Let's say, again, please do let us know if you are in business. Please put here on this chat, comments if you are in business, because this is suitable for business professionals who want to have their own business in Ireland, because this program allows you to come in Ireland. So you are, initially you come as an employment visa, but comes with also flexibility, because you will have a remote working opportunity, and you can have that sort of also opportunity to develop your own business by working at the same time. But also it's for professionals who have who never done business, but they have excellent corporate, experience by working in different industries. So let us know. We have companies in various sectors, but we need to see your CV first before we let you know, like, okay, this company, this vacancies is matched, or this is available. So we do that part, and it's fast. It's a very fast as well. We can. If there's a vacancy matched to your profile, we can process this application fast. In 3 months, we can get you the visa. That's the normal turnaround. Abdul Kadar asking a question. With this plans discussed, can we get stamp 4 directly? The answer is we can get that stamp 4 directly for you. That's correct. So join our diagnostic session. We can discuss that in detail. Mohammed, I have my own travel agency. I would like to open a branch office in Ireland. Good question. So Mohammed, this program is perfect fit if you feel that you're eligible, because what it allows you, you can come under 1 year program, and during 1 year we will activate, for example, our lawyers can set up a company for you. There are a number of corporate benefits you get. So introduced to the Irish director, for example, hiring the Irish employee. There are a number of corporate services we can provide to your business once you're in Ireland, and we can then get the employer permit for your business, for your tour company. And what happens after 1 year? Remember, I talked about the options after what, like, let's say you come under 1 year contract, and then how you can extend for another year to complete that 2 years. So you have another option by that time, because after 12 months, what you can do, you can then join your own company under the self-sponsorship route, where your business, you can be employed by the same critical visa, skill visa, by your own company. So technically, the investment will, of course, you need to run the business should have investment, but that investment will go to your own business, to your company. So the company will comply, and so salary paid on time, you're active, and that's also, the business has to be genuine and employment has to be genuine. And I'm sure you will be, you'll fit the criteria because you've been running a business. So that's the good about what I can hear, that you have a business experience. That's fantastic, and we can help you to switch to the self-sponsorship after 1 year, so you can run your own business and be employed by your own business. So that's the self-sponsorship. By the way, you can see here, what is the self-sponsorship? Self-sponsorship means that you can get this visa that we've discussed today, critical skilled worker visa, by joining your own business as an employee. So the conditions will be the same, but the main difference will be that we'll start from establishing business, because the earlier option, the share purchase option, is a faster option, because we already have companies. We can match your profile and fast track. So you join, you get that, all compliance as well, support from for your visa. When it comes to the self-sponsorship, there will be 3 phases. Self-sponsorship means that if you want to do your own business, so your business can self-sponsor yourself. Yeah, so sponsor yourself, and the criteria will be that you would need to receive a salary from that business. The good thing about the self-sponsorship, because you are the shareholder, you are the director of your own company, that company can decide the length of the contract. So the 2 years, 1 year, 2 years or more. And the conditions are, the business has to be genuine and employment has to be genuine, and the salary, of course, needs to be paid on time, means the tax is paid on time. So and during this process, there will be 3 phases. Phase 1, establishing a company. So we'll do that support, we'll provide that support, we'll establish a business for you, which includes the provision of the Irish director, helping with hiring. There is a 1-to-1 ratio, by the way. You need to have an Irish employee in the company before you apply, before you join. So there's a 1-to-1 ratio we need to maintain as well, but we will guide you through that and help you with the hiring of the Irish employees. So the phase 1 will be establishing business. Phase 2 is getting the employer permit. Okay, so that's the phase 2. So we can get that employer permit, and then once that's successfully obtained, then we can then apply for your visa. That will be phase 3, where you and your family can join under this critical skilled worker visa, come to Ireland, and you can start your employment in your own company. Yeah, so you will have 90 days to start your employment. So as soon as your visa is granted, you will need to start your employment, ideally. And the whole process of the self-sponsorship, it takes longer than the early option. The reasons are because we need to establish business for you first. We need to get employer permit first, and then we need to finalize the employment contracts and then apply for a visa. So the whole process we can complete within 5 to 6 months. Yeah, so if you go for the self-sponsorship. But if you go for the share purchase option by joining existing companies, then it's 2 maximum 3 months. Yeah, so that's just to kind of let you know the difference in terms of timing. Right, so what we've done here, we put the examples of cost comparison. By the way, in the UK, we do have a similar program, and we have quite wide choice of companies that looking for skilled worker professionals, and we can match your profile. Irish, as I said, Irish worker visa, skilled worker visa, we have 1 year, 2 year plan, 2 years complete plan. You get 64,000 euros for 2 years as a salary. included, yeah, total fee, our legal fees included, is 25,000 euros, legal fees included in that program. The government fees, the good thing about Ireland also, the government fees is 1,000 euros per person. That's it. You don't have any other cost. In UK, you have the immigration health surcharge fee, which is an addition to the application fee that you need to pay to the government. But in Ireland, it's quite simple, 1,000 euros per person, and that's the government fee. So you don't have other fees. The skilled worker visa in the UK. Some of you may say, well, actually, I want to come to the UK. I'm interested in UK. So if you are interested in UK, again, book a diagnostic session because that's completely different topic. And we can sit down with you and discuss and tailor that UK program for your case, but we need to understand your eligibility criteria. And in the UK, the settlement you can get after 5 years, bear in mind, you need to be employed for 5 years, and then you can get a settlement. In Ireland, you employed for 2 years, and then you get the settlement visa. So 3-year visa, or longer. But what I'm saying is that in Ireland, you need to be employed for 2 years. In UK, you need to be employed for 5 years. We'll discuss in much more detail. But when it comes to Ireland, UK, our legal fee is also inclusive. It's a similar share purchase program where you also get a salary of £40,000 per year. So you get a salary of £40,000, and our legal fees included. And in terms of government fees, you have application fee and immigration health surcharge fee. When it comes to self-sponsorship route, they're similar in the UK. You can do the self-sponsorship in the UK as well. So the same like I explained in Ireland, we can establish company, can get a sponsorship license in the UK, and then you can join your UK company as an employee under the skilled worker visa. The salary will have to be not less than 38,700 per year, which, for example, our clients receive not less than 40,000 salary. So yeah, that's the term. Yeah, you can run your own business, travel business, whichever business you would prefer. Again, quick comparison between islands. In Ireland, you can do the self-sponsorship, and the salary, of course, slightly higher than in the UK. So you need to have that budget, or sort of have that budget in mind. Testimonials. We have been successful with Irish critical skilled worker visa. We have clients whom we don't have any failed cases, by the way. We have clients from South Africa, like this client is from Nigeria, Rashidat. She has expressed her, story about this. We have clients from Nigeria, from South Africa, from Pakistan, from Saudi, so other countries. So yes, I mean, if you feel that you're eligible, let us know. How do you like this program so far? Let us know here on this comment, on the chat. Please say yes if you like it. And also you can specify whether you want to go for 1 year or 2 years, which program you prefer. Whether it's a 1 year or 2 years, let us know. Let's have a quick vote. How do you like this Irish critical skilled worker visa plan? Just to summarize, we can solve that problem of finding the employer. And whether 1 year, 2 year, you let us know. And you don't have to invest anything before you get a visa. After you invest, after, that's another plus point. You also get a no win, no fee once you instruct us, which is 5,000 initial deposit. Then you get no win, no fee. If you fail to get a visa, for you, for your family, that 5,000 is refundable, 100% refundable. So that's another big plus. The balance of our legal fee will be on the success. Once you successfully get a visa, that's another big plus. Our clients like it, and we've been successful. The reason we offer no win, no fee, 2 reasons. One, we don't have any failed cases. That's number one. We will submit a strong case. And the second reason is the eligibility. We need to assess your eligibility, qualification, experience, and if you are eligible, fantastic. If we accept you as a client, that means we will submit a strong case to deliver this visa. So thanks for your comments, by the way. And the next topic is the UK skilled worker visa, and we'll do a quick comparison. So Abdul Jalil, if a visa processing field, how will be refunded guarantee? Yes, so no win, no fee is our guarantee. If you don't get a visa, it's a the initial fee that you pay, which is, as I mentioned, is as fully refundable. So we will be at loss, but that's why we submit a strong case, and we don't, because we didn't have any failed cases. Our lawyers have been excellent in processing these applications. We offer no win, no fee. It's our confidence that we will deliver. Muhammad, so it's not investor visa, rather employment-based visa. Very good question, Mohammed. Yes, investor visa has been abolished in Ireland, just to let you know. There used to be a 2 million euro investor visa, Mohammed, which require you to invest in, various assets, and Ireland stopped this program. Now, for example, when it comes to skilled workers employment visa, but the way that it's structured, as you can see, you are purchasing shares, so you are acting still as an investor, but then in return you're also getting a benefit of securing a contract, receiving salary, get that experience, get that opportunity, do your own business. For example, once you're in Ireland, you can then it just really opens up the opportunities for you, for your family, and then citizenship or settlement. So when I ask my clients, why do you want to move to Ireland, or why do you want to relocate? Most of the common answer, the common answer I receive is for my family. They say this is for my kids' future, for my kids' education. They get British curriculum in Ireland. Like, obviously, in Ireland, is education system is similar like in the UK. So your kids will have British education or British curriculum, English language, widely spoken, as I said, and mobility, because it's a hub to Europe, to UK, and your spouse can work full time. You can do business. You work remotely. By the way, there's another benefit I'll talk during diagnostic. There's a hybrid model of work. You can work from home, and time to time you need to like there will be an office work as well. You need to still come to the office and work from the office time to time, but then that's a 2 years employment, and then you are free. So to your question, Mohammed, yes, the reason is investment, because you're purchasing shares, and that's this investment. Right, I hope that answer to your question. Karim, can we form our own company, invest in bonds and shares, etc., and work for our own company? The answer is yes. Karim, that's the self-sponsorship visa. Whereas what we can do, Karim, we can form your own company. You can be the director. You can be even 100% shareholder. There are a number of requirements needed. We can support with company establishment. For example, you need to have an Irish director, you need to have Irish employees. So as I said, we can help you with. Then once the formed company, then we can apply for a visa. Then you join that company, your own company, and be employed by your own company. So as I said, it's a self-sponsorship skilled worker visa in Ireland. So if you're interested, Karim, book a diagnostic session. Happy to. We can go into much detail and the roadmap. Ahmed, how long this process would take to have the visa? 3 months, maximum 3 months. It's a very fast, because if you go for the share purchase, it's quick. Yeah, so we have companies we can match. We need to see your CV, Ahmed. I hope that answers to your question. And Mohammed, for how long I have invested this amount? What is the usual return on investment other than the salary which you mentioned? I think, Mohammed, a good question. So what is my return? First of all, what we offer is not a return on investment program. So I just want to clarify. What we have is not an return, like I invest, I get good returns on my investment. No, we're not giving any financial advice here. What we are here is offering is a business immigration solution. So what we solve is a business immigration. It's a business immigration program. It's not an return on investment program. That's just what I clarify. What we solve for you is that because we have connections, we have companies, we can fast track that employment, get that contract. You can come to the island with your family, opens up the opportunities. And like you said, salary, yes, it's your return. But the biggest return is the opportunity. Opportunity for your family to be in Ireland, opportunity for you to do business, opportunity for you to get a settlement, opportunity to get a passport. Because now we have clients who say, I have 2 million, I have 5 million. Can I get a citizenship in return? But that program stopped. Ireland stopped this program. So and that also you had to stay 5 years minimum in order to get that citizenship. So it was not like you invest and you get the citizenship. So you had to stay 5 years. You had to complete that 5 years residence. But in this program, you don't have to invest 2 million euros. It's a reasonable, smaller investment. But then it comes with that opportunity to get a citizenship in the same time, in 5 years. So I hope that gives you an understanding. To answer to your question, what is my return? Your return on investment is not in the form of, it's in the form of the opportunity to get that citizenship we can help with. I hope that clarifies. And Abdul Jalil, I have 2 years UK visitor visa. Is that helps me to fasten my case? Abdul Jalil, yes, the good question. If you have visitor visa, it's also good. It's good to, it's a good immigration history. In terms of, it will benefit to your application, definitely. Because you already been in the UK, so it benefit to Ireland, benefit to the UK visa, whichever you choose. So the answer is yes. And we can even fast track. Yes. Let us know. We can have a call. Sami Ullah, I agree. This is a great opportunity for family. Fantastic. Ahmed, please answer my question. Is there a limit on the age of investor? Good question, by the way, Ahmed. The good news is that there's no age limit. We have successfully got a visa to our Indian client. She was 74 at the time of application, and now she's 76, I believe. We have a lady, she was 81 at the time of application. Now, yes, basically to your question, there's no age limit. Good question. Prashant, can you please elaborate on investment has to be made after the visa is obtained? So I will be purchasing shares of the company after I get the visa. That's correct. So the team will, the corporate team will draft the subscription agreements. During that process, there will be, of course, source of funds check. Of course, the lawyers, there's a procedure we need to follow. But then you don't have to invest anything before you get a visa. So once you get a visa, you have 28 days to complete the investment, and you can do installments. There's installment, by the way. You can do the installments. We can discuss during the diagnostic session. So what it means that you can travel to Ireland, you get a visa, you can travel to Ireland, then you can complete because you have that 28 days window. But the reason it's 28-day window is because you need to start your employment. The sooner you start, the better. But then in order to kickstart, you would need to complete the investment, and then yes, you then start your employment. So there's a link of 28 days, but that 28 days again, there's an installment plan. You can complete that even in installments after getting the visa. And I hope that answers to your question, Prashant. Good question. Ravi, under the SaaS sponsorship, do I need to show any net worth or revenue potential for my company? The good question, Ravi. No. The answer is no. You don't have to show any. Well, you would need to do a genuine business, Ravi, which means that it needs to be active. It needs to be trading. It can't be dormant. You are in Ireland. You need to show that. The key here that the business has to be genuine. Your employment in your company has to be genuine, Ravi. So, which means that the company has to be trading, but they don't really measure it by, okay, your company is making profit or your company is making loss. So all they want to see that you have been, your employment has to be genuine, and you have been receiving salaries on time, you've been paying taxes on time. So, and then you complete that 2 years employment to, in order to switch to that 3 years. So I hope that clarifies your question. So of course, if the business is genuine, there will be some transactions. The company will have like trading history, and that's what I want to mention. Not revenue, not sort of not in the form of profit and loss. The company can be loss-making company at the same time after 2 years, because you could be still in the startup stage. But the point is that the genuineness will be assessed, that you've been working and you've been receiving salary and you've been genuine employee in the company, and business has been. So I hope that answers to your question. Samiullah, this is a good option for investment in a company rather than open a new company. So what is the minimum starting amount for getting whole family residence visa? Well, again, Samiullah, just to, you can book the diagnostic session. We can then, you have that choice, 1 year, 2 years. It's all inclusive program, as I said, our legal fees included. It's a stage payment as well. You get no win, no fee. So I would say book a diagnostic session, and then we gave you the cost structure today. They gave the comparison as well. Again, diagnostic session we can discuss in detail. Well, good questions. I can see like I'm still receiving questions before we haven't even moved to the UK visa subject. I would say maybe we'll just pause question. Well, I will pause answering questions for the time being before we complete the UK. And then complete that webinar, and then at the end we'll have a Q&A session. Maybe I'll take one more question. Otherwise, just we have a time limit for this webinar. I'm just being time cautious here. Sorry about that. So Jay, does Irish settlement, not citizenship, let you to stay in England? The answer is yes. The Irish settlement will give you an opportunities to travel to UK. But once you get a citizenship, you can also it gives you like really opens up that opportunity in terms of. But if your question is that while I'm on a skilled worker visa 2 years, can I travel to the UK? There is still a limit, because once you get you need to get a citizenship before you get that opportunity to having the full benefits of, getting that free movement to the UK. So that's 5 years, just to kind of clarify, because during this, because it's a Schengen, Ireland is still like, well, it's not part of UK. It is part of Europe, right? So it's a part of Schengen zone. So whilst you are on the critical skill visa, it doesn't necessarily give you the opportunity to travel to the UK during that time. But once you get the citizenship, then it gives you that opportunity to travel. Just to kind of give that clarity here, under the free movement treaty, it gives you that opportunity. So the next question is the next topic is the skilled worker visa in the UK. So perhaps you already know about the similar program called a skilled worker visa in the UK, and we can help you with the similar self-sponsorship visa in the UK. Skilled worker visa in the UK, the requirements are you need to have the employer, you need to secure the job from the UK employer company, which has a sponsorship license. And let's say you apply for jobs from outside the UK, you secure your employment, you can get this skilled worker visa to the UK to your family, for your family. Then the visa will be given for the duration of your employment contract. Some contracts are 1 year, some contracts are 3 years or 5 years. And if you stay 5 years in the UK, you and your family will be eligible for ILR. ILR stands for indefinite leave to remain. You get your permanent residency for you, for your family, That's in 5 years. That's the roadmap. And once you get your PR, we call it ILR, after 12 months, you can apply for citizenship. So in year 6, you can apply, you and your family can apply for citizenship. There will be benefits for your family members. Like, for example, your spouse can work full time, no restrictions for your spouse. That's additional income, as I said, to your family pot. You would need to be working full time in your full employer, but you can still do part time job. That could be additional income stream. You can do business, and also your spouse can do business if required. And your children, you can bring your children below 18 years old, and they will have free access to schools in the UK. State schools will be free. State schools are free, so you save money. And it's a British curriculum, British education. And also healthcare, you will have access to free healthcare system in the UK. The conditions for skilled worker visa is that the minimum salary needs to be not less than £38,700. From 4th of April, the UK Home Office changed the salary threshold. It used to be £26,200 per year minimum, but now they increased that to £38,700 per year. And then good thing, as I said, you can get settlement 5 years, citizenship in 6 years. So visa extension is no limit. You can change the employer companies during that 5 years before you get your settlement. How do you like this criteria so far? Please do reply here. Leave your comments in this chat. So on this chat, as I said, let's keep this webinar as much interactive as possible. So benefits, skilled worker visa benefits. What we can, because we have, and one of our key strong areas where we specialize, well, we have connections with number of UK sponsoring companies. We have more than 30 companies in our list where they have sponsorship licenses, and we can match, again, the similar CV. We need to see your CV and match the potential vacancy and opportunity. It's under the share purchase. I mean, Home Office allows you to purchase shares. It used to be up to 10%, but now Home Office removed that 10% cap, so it means that you can purchase any amount of shares of UK employer company and join as an employee. So the comparing to other visas like innovator visas, there is no, for example, endorsement. It's quite straightforward, quite fast, maximum 3 months. We can, if you start the process now, we can get that visa, skilled worker visa in the UK in 3 months, so you can travel to the UK. And it's great for career advancement because you're joining existing companies. You get that experience, kind of helps you with the settlement, adaptation. And I think what some, I know that people prefer, like, even if you want to do business, the first year you can join existing business, get that sort of, because it's a new country, new regulations, new environment, new competition. So you can sort of come to the UK, test the waters, understand the job market, understand the business environment, and even, you may be in the position during 1 year, if you find, a business that you want to do, or invest, we can get a license for that business, and potentially then your employment can switch to that, your own company after 1 year. So I think that's another sort of way of, another option for you to kind of transit to the business. Start with the share, like existing company, and then transit to the business after 1 year or after 6 months. And we can help. So we have a similar program in the UK because we have connections, as I said, with UK employer companies. So it's a 1 year contract, or you have a longer contract as well, 3 year. But 1 year contract is 88k plan, which includes our legal fees, and you get a 40,000 salary as well during that 1 year. So you get a contract, visa for your family. The good thing that skilled worker visa, once you get that visa, clock start ticking towards your ILR, towards your permanent residency. Like, problem with visitor visas, you can have 10 years visa, but the time doesn't tick towards your settlement or citizenship. But the skilled worker visa, from day one, the clock start ticking towards your citizenship, and our legal fees included. And the self-sponsorship, like for example, on the 1-year plan, is similar. Again, during diagnostic session, we can discuss the options for your extension because you need to stay 5 years. And the question from you could be, Muzaffar, what happens after 1 year? How can I extend it? So you have 4 options to extend, or minimum 4 options: career progression extension, performance-based extension, share purchase extension, or self-sponsorship extension for the business. So talk to us, book a call, diagnostic session, and we'll happy to brief about these all options. And the good thing about 1 year is quite flexible. You have a number of options for you to extend, and we can help with. Right, self-sponsorship visa. If you're interested in setting up a new business in the UK, or you own an existing UK business, you may be eligible for skilled worker visa. Self-sponsorship, which is by being sponsored by your own company. We've covered that. And so what it includes, of course, our services includes, we do provide a one-stop shop solution, established company, provision as director, level 1 user, opening a bank account. So as you can see here, we've listed a number of services that included in this, in our support, in our package. So establishing company, getting a license, and getting a visa. Right, Samuullah is raising a question. UK process time compared to Ireland from start to get a visa. UK self-sponsorship takes about 5 months. 5 to 6 months. You need to allow about 6 months, but again, because there are phases in this process. If you go for the share purchase by joining existing company, 3 months. So we can even fast track, because there is even expedition fee, which is a 5 days decision making. You pay £500 more to the government, not to us. Like our legal fee will be the same, but you can pay to the Home Office £500 more, and they fast track. Their normal standard time is 4 weeks to give you a decision once we submit the application. But if you go for the fast track option, expedition, pay the expedition in £500 fee, they get a decision. You get a decision in 5 days, so we can then speed up that as well. In Ireland is similar, 5 to 6 months for the self-sponsorship, and up to 3 months to join existing company. So it's the same timelines to your question, Samuullah. I hope that answers your question. By the way, Ravi, when we must the fee be paid after the job and the visa right? Yes, the balance of our legal fee will be paid on the success of the visa. You have 14 days to settle the legal fee, the balance of our legal fee. Then you come to your UK or Ireland, you have 28 days to complete the investment. You don't have to put any investment money before visa. That's right, Ravi. Right, okay, so I'm going to share the success stories. I hope you like it. By the way, leave your comments about that. Which program did you like the most? I mean, let's just give a bit of a vote. So Samuullah, thanks for questions. Ravi, thanks for your questions. And I'd like to thank everyone for being an active listener. I hope the information you found insightful and informative. I would like to hear your opinion. Which visa you think that you kind of, I'm not saying that you're eligible, because we can once you book a call, we can assess the eligibility and then let you know which visa will be best suitable. But let us know which visa you like so far. Leave your comments here on this chat. Just like, if it's Irish, Irish 1 year plan, or Irish 2 year plan, or the self-sponsorship. We'll also discuss the UK 1 year plan, or we'll discuss the self-sponsorship in the UK. So let us know which visa you like the most so far. I know it might be a bit hard question for now, but please share your opinion, which visa you like the most so far, or you feel that it fits your profile. Could be like career aspiration, business aspiration. So let us know. Abdul Kadar, Ireland, great. Prashad, Ireland seems more attractive. Fantastic. I'll do the comparison, Prashant. I agree. I mean, in the sense that it's a difference. So we're not comparing apple to apple here. It's one UK, which gives you British citizenship. Ireland will give you European citizenship, but also have a back door to the UK once you become citizen. It gives you that back door to the UK as well. I agree, Prashant. So I think from that angle, it's one of the most, I think, attractive passports because there's no such a passport that also gives you that Schengen zone, but also at the same time to the UK. So Ireland gives that, and that's I agree, Prashant. So Mohammed Ashraf, I'm more interested in Ireland. That's great. Mustafa, can I get a recording lecture since I didn't participate from the beginning? Mustafa, I think I'll ask the team then whether they can send a recording. But Mustafa, if you missed that or beginning, I strongly suggest book a call. We can happy to brief from the start and discuss in detail. Samuel, what goes for Ireland? Invest in company visa option. Fantastic. John, I joined late today. Is there any other webinar? Yes, perhaps, but not in Ireland. I think the next webinar we are doing for the second citizenship was in like Caribbean regions. But the answer is that we need to check with the schedule. Alan, I'm interested for skilled worker visa 1 year plan. Good to know. Option 1 UK, option 2 is Ireland. Yeah, Alan, I think that's the best way to talk to us. I think that's then we will also can let you know, like sort of based on your family, your qualification experience, your profile background. There will be initial eligibility questions. We need to understand more about your profile. Then we can also tell you which program is. Sometimes, by the way, diagnostic sessions are good in this, for also the value of the diagnostic session. Some people look from their perspective, like you may think that, okay, I'm the main applicant, but then you may be business person. You may have lots of things to look after, and you may not stay in Ireland. And in that kind of situation, we have the situation where your spouse can be the main applicant and you become dependent, and kind of gives you that freedom of that mobility, look after do your own project. So during the diagnostic session, we'll have two scenarios, by the way, where you are the main applicant or where your spouse can be eligible. So we'll go through that questions where your spouse can be eligible to be the main applicant, and that gives dependent a bit of freedom in terms of travel. You can work. It comes with the right to work for dependents, so you can work. So those are also additional benefits that you will find valuable during this session. Just to let you know. So, see, the island seems more attractive for employment prospects. Great. Prashant, is there time-bound program? Can I apply later this year or next year? Oh, good question, by the way, Prashant. So, the immigration rules keep changing. My answer will be here that in UK, for example, if you want to get the benefits, if you like UK, elections are coming. So the rules change in April. The visa is getting more tougher. So and then the current rules for skilled worker visa is straightforward. There's no labor market test. We have companies we can fast track, and I think the good thing about if you get that application before rule changes, everything remained the same under the current rules. But then if you apply next year, we gain every year the immigrations that keep ever changing. In Ireland and UK, they may toughen the rules for the skilled worker visas. They may introduce labor market tests. Elections are coming. So my advice would be do not delay. If you feel that you're eligible, we can sort of we can also put matter, for example, depending on your plans, we can structure it, but we can start the process and you will be one step ahead before any rule change. So we can sort of speed up that stage and rather than starting from scratch, because the time it takes 6 months for the sales sponsorship, as you can see, and then minimum 3 months for the other. But what I'm saying is that start now, my advice, and we can always adjust according to your plan, but you will be one step ahead. Any rules come and may affect you, we can speed up your application and get that under the current rules, and the new rules will not affect you. I hope that answers your question, Prashant. And in Ireland, the same. The skill worker critical skills is favorable, but they may toughen up because obviously there's the governments also, they do have their own balance of immigration, and there is a strong interest in this visa. So, and there's a big inflow of the applications to Ireland. So it may toughen up. So that's why my always advice: start now. We can always adjust the timing, and I hope that answered your question, Prashant. Good question. Right, Akuchi. So how much total is the UK self-sponsorship visa? We charge 30. Good question. We charge 30 for the whole phases: phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. That includes the opening a company, setting, getting a bank account, provision of the British director. By the way, British director is also included in our fee for 6 months, and after 6 months, you can, you have a choice to keep or replace if you have connections, but someone who's citizen in the UK has to be director. It's the same in Ireland. So our legal fees include also getting a license, because that's the value. Once you get a license, you have a company with a sponsorship license that now can employ people. And the next step is to apply for a visa. I hope that's answered to your question. So now I'm going to play the Booker Diagnostic Association, by the way, with our expert advisors. Our normal rates are normally, for example, Harvey's rate, hourly rate is £250, starts from £250 as a UK solicitor. Other immigration companies charge more for similar service. Just to let you know, it's a 1-hour Zoom call with our expert advisors. You can book with myself, with Harvey, with Mariam. We have Mike, our head of immigration. So, that's to let you know. And we have that special offer for anyone who's interested to have this Zoom session. By the way, 1-hour Zoom session will be followed by a strategic session, which will be free. The second Zoom call will be free of charge. But once you book this, basically what you get, a free helpline. You can call us anytime, and we can give you guidance and advice on we can book further calls, will be free of charge. But of course, we appreciate your time. We appreciate our expert advisors' time as well. And this is like a small token for, and it shows your commitment as well, that you're interested. And yes, we have a special offer. It's not £250. It's at £49 if you are interested. And you have the link. Can you see the link that pop up on your screen? So all you need to do is just click on that link, book. You can choose the right, for example, at your convenience, you can choose the expert advisor. You can choose the date and time that is convenient for you. And as I said, we will assess the scenarios where you are the main applicant, your spouse that is the main applicant, which visa most suitable for you based on your eligibility. If you're running a business, self-sponsorship in Ireland or self-sponsorship in the UK could be an option. We can give our own opinion, which will be the most suitable for you based on your circumstances. If your children are below 18 years old, perhaps UK. If your children are below 23 years old or above 18, perhaps Ireland. But again, we need to speak to you to understand. And also during the diagnostic session, what we'll go into much detail and tell more about the companies, the employer companies, that you have a clear understanding which company potentially you can join, what will be your job role, how flexible is the job, what are your activities, whether you can do business. We'll go through that in much more detail. Understand more about the employer profile, understand more about the employer's track record. We have companies with minimum 5 years trading history, not companies that are 5 years trading history, minimum 5 employees and like up to 100. But we're talking about small, medium enterprise companies, not large multinationals. But again, all that in detail will be during the session. But also, I think the value of in the diagnostic, you'll have a clear roadmap on how to fast track, or if you want to, for example, come next year, we can sort of adjust the time for your case. As I said, we can sort of put the matter on hold, but the case, we can sort of be on top of your case and progress. Plus, it's actually you have what again, like whether it's Ireland, we're here, or UK, we're here to give you best advice, not the second best advice. So we'll do the comparison, and then you can have a clear information for your decision making, which is the good thing about these sessions as well. And of course, as I said, I can introduce Harvey. You can choose Harvey. Harvey's great. He's as I said, he's very well connected in Ireland and the UK. I think the value of you, for example, if you become our client, the value our clients receive is like we assist the way that we work. Many firms, they say, well, we get you the visa, that's it, bye. But the way we work is different. We get you the visa, welcome to the UK, we're here with you for 5 years and beyond until you get your permanent residency and citizenship. And that's how we assist, how we work. So, and I think that's another value. But I think another point I'd like to make, if you want to set up a business, we are strong in business. We have strong corporate lawyers who can help you with your business ventures once you come to the UK. And you also get no win, no fee for, as I said, if you don't get the visa, the contract, the agreement will state about the no win, no fee. Which is 100% refundable fee if we are not successful with your visa, which is a great offer in my opinion. So you get a no win, no fee by securing this session. And then if, for example, once you complete the diagnostic session, and if you feel that, well, I'm not satisfied for any reason, you feel that the information was provided or the advice you received during these sessions, diagnosing and strategic sessions, then we are happy to refund it £49. We have 100% satisfaction guarantee. So if you're not happy, then we are happy to refund that initial fee of £49. But we respect your time and respect our time as well. And I hope it gives a bit of clarity about the next step. So after diagnostic session, as I said, if you are not satisfied, we will refund 100% of your money. This is another special offer for our webinar. So I'll move to the question and answers. But before, I like our team to play a video. So do you want to hear what our clients say about our services? Do you want to hear from our clients what they say about their journey, about success? If yes, please do reply here. And I can play the video. We can play the video from our clients. Abdul Jalil, yes, great. Yes, love to hear feedback. Samir, Allah, fantastic. Akram, yes, absolutely, fantastic. Yeah, okay. So I'd like to ask the team to play the video testimonial. Thank you. I think I'm just waiting for our team to help me with the video testimonial. Let's just see. Can we share the video testimonial, by the way, of the success stories from our clients? There's a bit of technical, I think the technical delay. So I do apologize. While we're waiting that, I'm happy to answer to your questions. Apologies, we don't have the video available right now. Okay, sorry about that. I think we do have a bit of technical issues. I'm so sorry. I just received a message saying that we don't have the video available right now for some technical reasons. But we have fantastic video testimonials from our clients, and I love this part. I love this part where once we get the visa, to have that and interviewing our own clients and asking their success, share the success story, how we helped, how we solved the problem, and how they life, what has changed, because it's not an easy move, isn't it? It's not an easy decision from relocating from one country to another. what challenges they, for example, faced before, what fears did they have, and how we solve that problem, how they, and their sort of experience of the life in the UK. And I think that's really great part to see our happy clients. And once we get you the visa, there will be one condition. Once you get a visa, you would need to also share your success story. It's part of become a tradition. So you need to share your testimonial, and I can invite you to a podcast so we can have a quick interview. So you can. It's a great way to share your story through the podcast. So that's another step. But that's once your visa is successful, and that's one of the traditions that we have. Right. Okay. So again, I'm mindful of time. I think we passed the time that been allocated for this webinar, but good questions being raised. Thank you very much. And I would like to say that we may spend another couple of minutes to answer to the questions. And if we can't cover all the questions, I invite you to book a session, and then we can cover all the questions you may have. Right. I'd like the team to help me with questions. I think there were questions being raised. And if you can help me to post the questions, please, or help me with questions. Okay, where are you based? Samiullah, where are you based? The main office. Our main office in London, Samiullah. We're based in Fitzrovia, close to Great Portland Street, Oxford Circus. If you've been in the UK, our main office in London. And in Ireland, we have, as I said, we have employer companies, connections, and we have a sister company in Ireland. So we can help with an Irish cases. We also have a company like office in Dubai. I think some of you mentioned that you are joining from Dubai. So we have an office, and we have representative office in other countries. So I hope that's answered to your question, Samullah. Akram, the initial fee, please, and required budget. Akram, I think you might be joining late, or you missed that part from the question. But yeah, the initial fee is if you decide to go for the UK, as I said, let's say you choose the 88k plan, and then our legal fees is 20. It's included in the 88k plan. And you only pay 5 once you sign agreement. But before you sign agreement, we'll do the anti-money laundering check. That is a AML check that the lawyers need to complete. And once you pass it, you receive a client care letter with the terms and conditions, timelines, the total fee. The initial deposit is 5, and you get no win, no fee for that 5, which means that once you sign it, you pay 5. We start working on your case. The balance of the legal fee, 15, will be payable on the success once we successfully get you a visa and your family visa. And an investment, as I said earlier, will be the 68,000 will be invested into the company, the investee company, after your visa is successful, and you will have time. You can travel to the UK and you can do the installment payment too. We can discuss that on the diagnostic session. If it's come to Ireland, it's similar. In Ireland, 1-year contract, or it's 125,000 euros. 25,000 euros is the legal fees. 100,000 euros will be invested into the investee company. Out of 25,000 euros, our legal fees, the initial deposit is 10,000 euros. But we have an offer for webinar attendees today, and you also get no win, no fee. The balance will be on the success. So we'll start working on your case, get you the visa and your family, and you pay the balance on the success. No win, no fee has been a fantastic offer, and we can keep that if you progress to the next step. Of course, we'll keep that for in the client care letter that you will receive. Ravi, thank you for question. Another question from Ravi. Can we also get some references where we can chat with the people who have already got the visas? Ravi, the answer is yes. Testimonials is one way that we want to do. Also, you can also see and meet people, but also if, for example, you want to talk to a specific, like we have successful clients from Nigeria, we have clients from South Africa whom we got a visa, Pakistani clients, who applied from Pakistan or Saudi. We have clients, successful clients from Sri Lanka. We have clients from Afghanistan. We have successful clients from other countries, Iran, Iraq as well. So what I'm saying is that in order to speak, we just need to get their consent first. If they are happy, because obviously we need to follow their some if they're happy to share their contents, yes, we definitely, Ravi, more than happy to arrange that. John, for Ireland, are you going to get me an employer or is it just a visa? You're going to get the full service, John. You also get a visa, but before you get a visa, you also get an employment contract secured with an employer company. So we'll match your CV to the vacancies available. So you get both to your question. I hope that answers your question. Any other questions? John, yeah, thank you. That's great. Right, thank you very much for your questions. That's just to let you know that this is the end of the webinar. We come to the end, and I hope, once again, I hope this webinar was informative and insightful. And we've covered a number of visa programs, Ireland skilled worker visa for joining existing company, the employer companies. The second was the self-sponsorship, if you want to do business, and suitable for business people who have business experience, can help. We also covered the UK skilled worker visa, whether if you want to join an existing company by purchasing shares, it's the fastest option. But if you want to do this self-sponsorship, doing your own business, it takes time, up to 6 months. But then you will be joining your own company as an employee. So all these options will be discussed. The benefits, we've covered the benefits for a family, benefits in terms of career opportunity, business opportunity, settlement, citizenship. So, and I hope it was informative. So leave your comments, please, about the webinar. How was the webinar? And just final comments. I think, Prashant, you raised a very good question. Can I apply next year? My answer was start now, because the rules are changing. And currently we have no win, no fee for our, but then that's internal policies. For example, if you're delayed, we have the no win, no fee offer. You can secure that. Another thing that in April, there were major changes in the UK immigration rules. The skilled worker visa salary from 26,000 increased to 26,200 minimum salary has been increased to 38,700 per year. So, and why there was a change? Because UK Home Office is toughening the immigration. They're introducing this. That's the way they're balancing the immigration flow. But we can see that the visas may get more tougher. So it's always my advice to start now. Don't delay, because what we can do, we can start the process, get you, and we can put the matter on hold, but you will be one step ahead. If any rule change, we can submit your application before the rule changes. And I think that's what is important. Your visa will not be affected by the new rules if you apply before the changes. And also, I'd like to mention that there's no labor market test, so it's much more straightforward to apply for skilled worker visa. But if the labor market test will be introduced, it will be much tougher to get the skilled worker visa. So that's another second, I would say, advantage why to apply now. And the third reason why to apply now is, in my opinion, is that elections are coming. As you know, we expect in UK, we are expecting elections in Ireland as well. So so one of the topic is the immigration. They might they're toughening the rules. Of course, for example, what happened last year, the sole representative was very attractive, it's closed. Investor visa, 2 million option was very attractive, it's closed. In Ireland, €2 million option, investor visa is closed. They no longer have that. This year, startup visa, for example, also be very attractive. Last year it's been closed. This year, like innovative become tougher. So all this, as you can see, the changes are more in a bit of not in a beneficial for the applicants. Like, for example, immigration health surcharge has increased. So if you want to secure as it is now, it's a really good time to apply now. So that's would be my comment. And when I ask why you want to move to the UK to our clients, they say this is for my kids, for my family, for my family's future, for my, like, some say it's a lifestyle, some say it's career, some say it's a business. Whichever these reasons are, we are here to help, and the programs can help you with those solutions or providing that immigration solution. And I think the biggest return on investment, as I said, you can get is in the form of opportunity, and it's in the form of settlement for you, for your family, or citizenship that this program allows you to obtain. So once again, thank you for being an active listener. I really enjoyed this webinar, and any questions, I look forward to speaking with you during the diagnostic session. If I haven't answered any questions, I'm so sorry, because we have time limits, but happy to answer during the diagnostic session. Thank you. Have a good day.